I had this notion that she was going to join me wherever I was.
In 1981, a gunman opened fire on President Ronald Reagan in broad daylight, and the country watched it happen in real time. The man behind the trigger, John Hinckley Jr., was later found not guilty by reason of insanity and spent decades committed to a psychiatric facility. His own explanation at the time was that he'd done it to get the attention of actress Jodie Foster. Now, 46 years on, Hinckley, at age 71, has something he wants to say to her.
I just wish Jodie Foster well. You know, I don't really see her movies, but I wish her well, and I know she's doing quite well. And that's all I can say is I wish Jodie well, and hope she has a good life.
Hinckley's fixation on Foster traced back to her role in Taxi Driver, where she played a teenage sex worker opposite Robert De Niro's unraveling vigilante. That obsession is what set the events of 1981 in motion. The comments came during a conversation with Mark Joseph, who produced the 2024 biopic Reagan, starring Dennis Quaid, a film set for re-release later this year. Joseph says he asked Hinckley directly what he'd want to say to Foster, and that the answer felt genuine to him.
I posed the question of what he would like to say to her, and that's what he came up with. I feel like it was sincere. He's had relationships in the mental health facility he was in after that. And I do think he's moved on.
But the conversation didn't stay friendly for long. Later in the interview, Hinckley makes an admission that reframes the whole story. He says Foster herself was a real possibility as a target that day.
Right, yeah, I mean, she definitely could have been a target. Fate went the other way, but she could have been a target.
By his own account, Hinckley had watched Taxi Driver more than a dozen times, fixating on De Niro's portrayal of a man spiraling into violence.
You talking to me? You talking to me?
Hinckley says the obsession curdled into something closer to delusion, a belief that he and Foster were bound together, and that eventually she'd come to him.
What was the possible outcome?
I wanted to have this union with Jodie Foster and live the rest of my life with her and all these things, that of course were delusional, but I was believing those things at that time. So the best outcome would have been, to have this kind of union with Jodie Foster.
You mean like maybe in the next life or something?
No, in this life.
In this life.
I had this notion that she was going to join me wherever I was.
Before the shooting, Hinckley had actually tracked Foster down while she was a student at Yale and pushed his way into her life through repeated phone calls, where she made her position unmistakably clear.
Oh, no, not you, kid. Look, I really can't talk to you, okay? You understand that it's dangerous and it's not fair and it's rude.
Well, I'm not doing this.
Well, I understand that. It's the same thing, okay?
So you just don't ever want to be called?
No.
6 months after that call, Hinckley shot the president.
It was then that 6 shots rang out, shots fired at close range from a .22 caliber pistol. At least 4 of the bullets found a target. One of them, the President of the United States.